Yo, what's up, everyone? PGH Place, Mr. 412. I want to start this video with a moment of silence for anyone you lost specifically in 2019, and specifically for Mac Miller, Juice World, and X, and Lil Peep. Now, today's video was definitely inspired by the passing of Juice World, JARAD Higgins. There's so many videos on YouTube that I don't think I need to explain his life or really anything like that. More so, I need to explain my connection to him as a person. And for me, Juice World is definitely an interesting character coming out of Chicago and the music that he makes, because with the environment that he grew up in, the people that he's friends with, somehow we still see this soft side of him, which I think definitely takes vulnerability. And I think the vulnerability that I get from posting videos here on YouTube and open to criticism and things of that nature, I think it makes me stronger as a person. So I think definitely his music also makes me stronger as a person. Just being able, I think in general, being able to party to this like sort of emo, softer, sadder music is sort of empowering in a way. And it all started really with Made in America 2018. I saw that it was in Philly, and so it was the closest music festival probably to me, being in Pittsburgh, and so had to go see Juice World. And since then, it was sort of an addiction, not a good one, I would say, because these music festivals are like, there's a huge drug market going on and people doing drugs, and like, to a certain extent, actually I don't think it's bad, if you have that self-control, and it's like the one time, I'm not anti-drug really, like if that's what you want to do, but me, I was also sort of taking it to an extreme, and like at points in my life where I wasn't really ready to go, I was kind of just upping and leaving and going to these festivals sort of for no reason. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of like with Juice World too. I feel like he kind of lived the life he wanted to live in a way. Obviously, maybe not exactly, but when it comes down to addiction, there's people all over the spectrum is sort of like where you stand, but the physical withdrawals sometimes I think are definitely easier for people. It's easier to keep going and just deny or even acknowledge and just keep going and then quit, because I mean, quitting is just such an agonizing process, and it doesn't just stop with quitting and the physical withdrawals ending. It's also like a mental thing that's going on that goes on for like the rest of your life. And with me, prioritizing weed, I feel like is definitely an issue, and I feel like it's an issue a lot of people my age have. I started smoking way too early, and I sort of do regret it, although I don't think it's done too much damage to me as a person. Maybe to my memory a little bit, but I don't think that it's the end of the world in any sense at all. And um, on the wall behind me, there's a person that we've lost due to violence. There's a people we've lost due to drugs, and Juice WRLD we lost due to drugs. X we've lost to violence. Lil Peep we've lost to drugs, um, and many others. Those are just people that are kind of resonating in the YouTube world and just in the world in general right now, because in such a short time we've lost so many people. And then there's Wiz Khalifa up on the wall as well, who just smokes weed. So that's why I can't be anti-weed. Like it is definitely a safest drug, I would say. Um, the worst reaction you have is probably more than likely not going to be life-threatening. I mean, the probability is just so slim compared to anything else that um, I can't be anti-weed. But for me, it also, like, you have to, it's a personal thing. It's like if I don't get the fulfillment I want out of weed, like it's a temporary thing, but in the long term, I know that I need something more, and I really crave something more in my life. So I got to do something in order to get there. So that's why I'm just going to try and dedicate 2020 to really making a difference. You know, the first intention I had for this channel, if you go watch the Good Deeds Go Far video, I was just walking around donating to homeless people and really just recording it, and I wanted to talk to them and get enough footage to kind of make a documentary, and that didn't last very long. You know, I have all sorts of ideas, but I don't really ever really follow through on them, but that's really what I'm trying to change for 2020, and I hope it goes well. You know, 2019 was just like the worst year ever, so it's like super happy that it's going away. Like 2020 has to be better, have to make a difference. Like I can't believe I lost my favorite artist. You know, I've been listening to Juice WRLD for the past like 2-3 years straight, pretty much nothing but Juice WRLD, but and that doesn't have to change, but you know, you can't listen to the same thing over and over either. So, but Never Be Forgotten might be my first tat. You know, there's all sorts of things where like people were like arguing what is his influence, and you could argue that it's the same as Future's too, like inspiring people to do drugs. And it's like, it's just, I think it's sort of accepting the reality that this is what these artists, that was their reality, and that's why they're making the music about it. So there's sort of a beauty in, you know, the struggle and overcoming the struggle, which hopefully is what I can manage to do this year. And I plan on making regular uploads. I don't know if it's just going to be podcasts, if we're going to stick with the video thing, because the video thing just messed up my last upload, or my last take of this video. So I was like, and I kind of freaked out. But I got over the festivals, Juice WRLD, more content, drug use. I go on and on about that, but I mean, I think I got over the main points. Alright, y'all. I just wanted to upload something real quick. It's a late upload anyway, so don't expect many people to watch it, but it was just kind of a thing for me. I was like, man, I'm going to do this tonight, and I've dedicated some time to it now, so following through with it. Going to see how long this is. And that's a wrap, everyone. If you liked the video, feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe. If not, feel free to hate too. Doesn't matter. Bunch of new stuff coming 2020. Look out. I might even upload every day. Check it. Peace, y'all.